Welcome back to 100 Lies the God Culture Teaches About the Philippines. Today's lie concerns Timothy Jay Schwab's claim there are Greek place names in the Philippines. According to Tim Tarshish, the son of Javan who founded Greece, sailed with Ophir to the Philippines, stayed here, and named a few landmarks in the Greek language. As we shall see, that is a totally bogus claim and another lie. In his videos, Tim says,
So, are there other landmarks with Greek names? Well, just the very city at the foot of Mount Apo, Davao. This is also a word of Greek origin, meaning menstruation. We know, yuck, right? Why would anyone name an area after a woman's cycle? Well, wasn't this the curse of Eve? Doesn't this bring us back to the land of Havilah, the land of Adam and Eve after the flood, which bore a similar meaning, that suffers pain, that brings forth? Was Tarshish actually honoring the ancient Hebrew name Havilah, which is defined with Eve's curse from the garden as the Greek word for the same curse? Now we're talking. Wow.
Tim reiterates this claim in his book The Search for King Solomon's Treasure. Notice how in the book he drops the claim Davao is a Greek word and claims it is only Hebrew. Why is that? Because it's not Greek. In fact, there is no Greek equivalent for the Hebrew word Davao. The closest Greek equivalent would be Akathotos, but Davao is not named Akathotos. So, let's take a look at the Hebrew claim. In one of his videos, Tim says the following.
Cindy Jacobs mentions the bloodiest part of the Philippines, and she refers to Islamic battles there, which is indeed in South Mindanao. But little does she know, she is striking another nerve, as the very name Davao is Hebrew, and it is the bloodiest part indeed. For Davao is a word just like Havilah, which means childbirth, Eve or Hava's curse. Davao means menstruation, another curse of Eve, Hava. A tie to ancient Havilah, a tie to Eve, Hava, and it is the bloodiest part from which the Philippines will be cleansed, indeed. That is what this female cycle is. It's a cleansing. It is a beautiful thing.
On his slide, Tim cites two words as being the origin of the name of the city of Davao. The first is Strong's H1738. This word is used one time in the entire Bible in reference to menstruation. The second word is Strong's H1739. This word is used in reference to menstruation 3 times. However, there is another Hebrew word that is used 16 times in reference to menstruation. Now, who exactly would name the city menstruation? In Tim's original thesis it was Tarshish and he gave it a Greek name for menstruation. But in his books and later videos he dropped that claim and says Davao is Hebrew. So, who gave it the Hebrew name? Tim does not say. He also cannot choose which Hebrew word it is, and the words he claims are the origin of the name Davao and mean menstruation are used only 4 times compared to H5079, which is used 16 times. Why not use the more common word? Because the claim Davao is Hebrew is ridiculous. The origin of the name of the city of Davao is quite well known.
Local historians claim that the word Davao came from the phonetic blending of the words Avabagobo subgroups when referring to Davao River, an essential waterway which empties itself into Davao Gulf. The Aboriginal Abos who dwell in the hinterlands of the Davao region called the river Davao, the Clataorgiangans called it Duao, or Davao, and the Tagaborabagobo, Dabu. To the Abos, the word Davao means a place beyond the high grounds, including the settlements located at the mouth of Davao River, which were surrounded by rolling hills. When asked where they were going, the usual replies Davao, while pointing towards the direction of the town. Duao also refers to a trading settlement where they barter forest goods in exchange for salt and other commodities. Later the 3 names given to the river by these early natives became Davao, Davao.
Did Tim forget the entire region is called Davao and not just the city? Is it reasonable to think that the region was named menstruation to tie to Eve's curse? That would in effect be calling the area a curse. How senseless would it be to name the area you live in curse? The residents of Davao City are referred to as Davaoanos and they speak Davaoano. According to Tim's etymology, these people live in Menstruation City, are Menstruationites, and speak Menstruationese. Is Tim aware how stupid that is? The claim that Davao is a Greek or Hebrew word meaning menstruation is simply one more lie being taught by Timothy Jay Schwab, who is the god culture.